Yeah, looking forward to it. I'm glad I had a couple of days off, you know. I've been away in Germany and stuff, so I needed a couple of days. Looking forward to tonight.
What was your reflections on your Group A campaign?
Scored really well, messed about on doubles a little bit. Probably could have got through easier if I hit my doubles, but yeah, just happy to get through in the end, really. It was a tough group, so.
And of course, finals night tonight, and a really, really tough night as well. But every single time you get put in a group here at the Super Series, you tend to get put in a tough one.
Yeah, it was tough last finals night, and yeah, it's no different tonight. You know, I think, to be fair, both groups are tough, so I wasn't expecting anything different.
You've had a taste of finals night before. Will that be a help to you going into this time round, knowing what the format's like?
I think so. I think the whole week has been, you know, from my last experience, I know, and I felt a lot more at ease this time. I felt a lot more comfortable on the stage, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it tonight, yeah.
I suppose that cherry on the top would be to pick up that spot at Champions Week.
That's the plan. That's the plan, definitely.
So we look forward to seeing you play. Adam, good luck.
Very tough group, very tough. Started off very slow against Tony, took a 4-0 loss, bounced back, but Friday was very tough, mentally tough, a lot of to and froms, and it wasn't until the second to last game when I knew that I was in and sort of relaxed against Tony. I can't tell you what would happen in the last game if it was a needed win, but I got there. So I'm, again, grateful to Moda Super Series for inviting me down.
Must have been one of those days where, especially during the middle of it, when everyone was on a similar number of points, where you're kind of, are you scratching your head just looking at point scenarios, or are you just trying to win as many as you can?
Just trying to win as many games as you can. If you sit and try and work it, it can deflect, like I think it did for Kieran. Kieran sort of knew he had to win the last game and he didn't. And you can see that he didn't perform to his standard. So it benefits some. It's just, I just play my game, win as many as you can, and then hopefully get for Saturday night, and here I am.
Here you are, in front of the crowd. You looking forward to embracing it?
I am looking forward to it. I've got a few people coming down, which is nice. Family's coming as well, so yeah, I'm over the moon to be here.
And how much would you like to pick up that title, that weekly
It would be amazing.
win?
It would be amazing. With the other 5 that are next door, it's just sitting in the room with is unreal. But I'm not here to sit in a room with 5. I'm here to win the big 5. So yeah, I'm up for it.
That is exactly.
Opportunity for a break.
60. Adam, you require 20.
And it's not quite knockout darts, this, Corin, but it's as close as it gets, isn't it, when it's just a 3-player round robin.
Leg. Adam Hunt.
He also wins for David Cameron over Painter, Howson over Thornton.
98.
Martin Adams just
Adam,
getting the better
8.
of Trina Gulliver. Good to see Trina playing so well.
Game show on the 3rd leg.
And there was
Adam
also
Hunt.
the momentum eventually now, doesn't it?
David, you require 20. Game show on the 4th leg. David Wazowski.
Of course, I have been...
Couldn't find the double 18, can't find the treble in this shot.
56.
Would you have gone the double-double there on the 76?
Oh, I'm not a double-double person. I think it's hard enough to hit 1.
Touche.
Game shot on the man.
And Adam Hunt does make a winning start. The winner of Group A makes it 1 from 1 in the opening match.
I've played all right. I mean, the first day I was very lucky, really. Got 3 wins out of 4 and got away with it. Second day I played a bit better. Managed to get off the line, so I need to play better today. You know, I'd give myself a good talking to, so I need to play better today.
You were the king of the 4 threes in Group B. Does that say a lot about your mental strength in big moments?
I don't really think about it, to be honest with you. I just try at the 180s at the right time, try to put the pressure on, and let's just see what happens, really. So I don't really think too much about it.
This is the second time you've been here at the Super Series, and the second time you've made it through to finals night. What is it about this competition that makes you tick?
I'm not sure, really. I think it's just the actual competitors, really. You know, you're going to play good players, so it kind of drags the best out of you, really. I'm not sure. I'm just enjoying it, really. I'm the underdog, really. I'm not known here, so maybe the competition just drags the best out of me.
You say you're the underdog, but you're definitely here to win. How much would you like to win in front of this crowd?
I'd love to win. The last time I got to the finals and didn't do too well, really, in the finals. So this is like my chance to try and redeem myself a little bit and hopefully play well. I didn't play well last time. Hopefully play well this time, and who knows, let's see what can happen.
Well, we all love a good underdog story. Lee, wish you all the best.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
I think I've had a good week so far. You know, I've definitely taken all the legs that I can, and I think I've probably played the most legs at the moment. But I think my game's kind of there or thereabouts. I still need to kind of tweak it a little bit, but this is why I'm here at the Modus Super Series. I'm here to kind of perfect my game, and I think there's no better practice than playing in this anyway.
We definitely had the match practice. You're the first player in this competition's history in a Group B to have played every leg possible, all 8 of your matches going for free. But does that say a lot about your mental strength for the fact that you've managed to get through a group, that every single game you played has gone all the way?
Yeah, definitely. I think my mental state at the moment when it comes to playing darts is like I'm not going to give up, whereas before it's like, oh, it's not going, you know, just focus on the next game and stuff like that. Whereas now, even if I am 3-0 down, I know I have the ability to produce really good darts and pull it back. So you can kind of see that from like the past results and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm going to try not to do all the legs tonight, but I can't guarantee it.
Well, we're back here in front of a crowd on that Saturday night. How much would you like to hear at Portsmouth win a Saturday night after winning one in Southampton in the previous incarnation of this tournament?
Yeah, no, I think it would be amazing to kind of, you know, try and win one here. You know, like I've won one in Southampton before and stuff, and it would definitely be one of my first, you know, winning one here in Portsmouth. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can produce a really good game tonight.
Well, we're looking forward to watching.
Double 17.
43. Fallon required 20. Game shot on the
Bang in the
first
middle.
leg. Fallon Sherrock.
Right, we'll be back at the 75 again.
40. Fallon
Almost
required
like we're in the
75.
twilight zone.
Game shot on the second leg.
This
Fallon
time,
Sherrock.
nails the tops. Another one, long way off. And that. Is it
14.
the pressure?
Oh, yeah, we've talked about this already,
Fallon,
though,
you
about once you start
require
missing one,
118.
then they all, you know, the double gets to be the size of a pinhead.
Ooh, double 19 for the steal.
Game
Get
shot
in.
on the third leg. Fallon
What a
Sherrock.
super finish that is.
Requires 70.
So 70 to stay in the match. Treble 10. Oh, treble 18.
Having to go the ball route now. Oh, double 9.
52.
Oh, and that was only the
Fallon, you
width of a wire,
require
wasn't
40.
it?
The doubling's been good. 3 from 4.
Game shot
And
on
that
the
becomes
match.
4 from 5.
Fallon Sherrock.
And Fallon Sherrock breaks the cycle, eventually winning a match or not losing.
Tiring, grueling. It's quite hard. I've enjoyed it. Played well in patches. I think you know, this is for people like myself now who are just taking a little step back. This is ideal.
We saw last night that winner-takes-all game with Adam Lipscomb to get through the group, and then you pull out the performance anyone's put in this week, averaging 105.
Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't even know that, to be honest, until later on when we got back. I just felt like I played steady, and obviously the result speaks for itself with the averages as well. But you know, I enjoyed it. It was great.
First time here into the finals. We'll have a different feel tonight with the audience in.
Yeah, you know, it's always going to be different when it's dead quiet all week and then you come in and there's like 60, 100 people here or whatever it's going to be, and I think you just take that on board and it sort of gives you that little kick as well.
How much would you like to emulate the likes of John Henderson by winning a week on your debut?
I couldn't do John Henson because John's John, and you know, he looked like he wasn't going to get through, and all of a sudden he's popped up and won the money, and I'm like, well, if I can do that, happy days, isn't it? It's, you know, it's something I think everyone here wants to achieve at some stage.
Well, we look forward to watching you play, and we wish you all the very best.
Tiring, grueling. It's quite hard. I've enjoyed it. Played well in patches. I think you know, this is for people like myself now who are just taking a little step back. This is ideal.
We saw last night that winner-takes-all game with Adam Lipscomb to get through the group, and then you pull out the performance anyone's put in this week, averaging 105.
Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't even know that, to be honest, until later on when we got back. I just felt like I played steady, and obviously the result speaks for itself with the averages as well. But you know, I enjoyed it. It was great.
First time here into the finals. We'll have a different feel tonight with the audience in.
Yeah, you know, it's always going to be different when it's dead quiet all week and then you come in and there's like 60, 100 people here or whatever it's going to be, and I think you just take that on board and it sort of gives you that little kick as well.
How much would you like to emulate the likes of John Henderson by winning a week on your debut?
I couldn't do John Ensign because John's John, and you know he looked like he wasn't going to get through, and all of a sudden he's popped up and won the money, and I'm like, well, if I can do that, happy days, isn't it? It's, you know, it's something I think everyone here wants to achieve at some stage.
Well, we look forward to watching you play, and we wish you all the very best, Steve. Good luck.
Excellent, thanks, Harry.
Cam Crabtree on debut. It was
Incredible.
57.
for a young man that was mainly playing online and playing remotely.
Games on the first leg. David Wazowski.
One of the very few good.
To the studio to do this, and yeah, it was
79. David, you require 25.
Right. There was a time that we were only allowed out for half an hour a day just to be. Oh yeah, God.
Games on the second leg. David Wazowski.
oh, isn't it?
It is, and I think the way that
85.
they pay homage, I guess,
Stevie
to all the
requires
players who
64.
have played in it, all the things, you know, the walls that they have, all the detail about the history of the players and, you know, previous champions and things like that.
Games on the fourth leg.
Great.
Steve West.
And just like that, we.
He's usually pretty good on double 10, but the pressure of the situation.
David, you require 28. Games on the sixth leg. David Wazowski.
It's thrown for the mat.
64. Stevie requires
Sixth
16.
Match start incoming.
Game
Seventh
shot on the
heaven
match.
for Steve West as he just gets over the line in what was
very hard. It's been a long week, but I'm happy to have played all week, and I'm very, very happy to be here tonight.
You have a feeling that you've just absolutely embraced this occasion. Has it felt like that from your perspective?
Yeah, definitely. I love it up here. I love the setup. It's just amazing. If you can't play, you can't play anywhere.
What's the difference between you the last time you're here and this time you're here? Have you learnt bits from that first experience which you've taken into the second?
Yes, definitely, yes. It was a learning curve, the first one. I just missed out with one game. And I thought, well, be harder, be stronger, and yeah, I'm here, so it's obviously worked.
Finals night in front of a crowd. Looking forward to that element of it?
I'm absolutely buzzing for it. And I'd just like to thank Marie and that man there for coming down. She's just travelled 6.5 hours, so fantastic.
And just finally, we've got to mention the shirt is another Bobby Dazzler.
Yeah. And we've got one there as well.
Plenty of support, and we're looking forward to watching you play. Tony, good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Otherwise, we could be here just talking about the potential outcome.
100. Fallon, you require 97.
Tops.
Game
And that
show
finishing
the first
continues,
leg.
and
Fallon
as
Sherritt.
we mentioned, as you saw,
And all those kind of things, yeah.
48.
the players had to be
Fallon, you
tested and
require
then
76.
segregated. It was
Yep.
double 8 for another 2 darter.
Game show
and
the second leg.
pins it
Fallon Sherritt.
again, and 4 out of 5.
$16.
Oh, you feel
Fallon,
that
you
he
require
really needed that.
25. Game show on the third leg.
This could well
Fallon
be
Sherritt.
a game changer. One of only
140. Tony
is that?
require 40.
2 treble visit, a 5th 140 in the match for Fallon.
Game show on the
No
fourth
mistake
leg.
this time.
Tony Wood.
He blesses.
1, 3, 4 though.
Very close. I had to give it a second look.
94. Fallon, you require 20. Game shot
Super
on
dart
the
from Fallon.
match.
Straight
Fallon
down the
Sherritt.
side of the guide. Well, will be
You require
final.
86.
I'm not surprised we're seeing them play at the standard that they are at the moment, because they are playing with that little bit of freedom, because they know they're both through.
Game shot on the second leg.
Just like
Adam
that.
Hunt. 54.
The tempo's
Stevie
good to
require
the match.
40.
Got a lovely flow to it.
Game shot on the third
This is
leg.
the
Steve
result of
West.
that. Averages are being maintained. Well, if it hadn't happened, and I'd have said to you about 5 years ago,
100.
look, Colin,
Stevie
this is gonna
required
happen,
10.
you'd go, you're bonkers, mate.
Well, I'd probably say that anyway.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Steve West.
Yeah, without even suggesting that.
32. Stevie requires 60.
Made a bit of a mess of that.
Oh, did.
Game shot on the match. Steve West.
Steve West, clinical on tops and a good doubling display in the end. Definitely on my bucket list. Definitely going to do it.
You definitely have to.
100. Tony requires 6.
Oh, he's switching.
Game
With
shot on the
success.
first leg. Tony Wood.
He was off the ball in the first leg, but he's certainly brought it on in the second one.
100. He requires
Sure has.
57.
after 12. A beautiful 177 to leave the 57.
Game shot on the
tops.
second leg. Lee
14
Bodger.
darter. That's the kind of legs we were thinking.
99.
See if he splits
Tony
it because
requires
he's had no
38.
success down here in this area.
Just needs to go at it with the first start. No, he's just splitting it.
Game
Worked
shot on
out
the
well for
fourth
him.
leg.
Both times
Tony
he's-
Wood.
Sure. I was waiting for Owen's call there.
Yeah, I was waiting for the game shot in the match to come in.
Game
Oh,
shot on
it's
the
not going
sixth
to happen
leg.
in this leg, though.
Lee Bodger.
We are going all the way. Being
4.
able to leave himself a finish now. It's all going wrong for him.
Yeah, that's a disaster. Gives Tony Wood 6 at this, and it just takes the pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
No surprise, he's at the 48. And
Game
it is
shot on
Tony
the
Wood
match.
who
Tony Wood.
prevails and takes his place in the semi-final. A real tight.
Game shot on the first
Eight,
leg.
but
Steve West.
Huge relief.
Thank
for
you.
Steve, to see that go in. 50.
22.
The Circus Tavern atmosphere. Most intimidating at times. Tops for 2-0.
Game shot on the
Back-to-back
second leg.
15s.
Steve West.
Well, the first meeting over the...
When players have that favourite double, they'll do just about anything to get there. won't they?
140. Stevie required 56.
Go some real unusual ways.
Game shot on the third
But
leg.
if he's going to
Steve
be as
West.
good at tops as what... Well, that grit of the teeth there from Tony Wood
105.
pretty much sums it up. Feels like
Stevie
he needed to get
required
that
40.
1-4-1.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to hold your hands up and say, well, he was just too good. And so far in this one, Tony
Game
West
shot on the
was
match.
just
Steve
too
West.
good. Winning legs of 15-15.
Left to get that treble 20 and then didn't really adjust herself back for the double 8 there.
See that a
43.
lot with
Valentine
players
requires 16.
that don't reset back to their
Game
original
shot on the
position, and when
first
she
leg.
did,
Fallon
Exactly, because her double 8 be showing off with 2 doubles.
56. Enemy required 32.
There's not much in those first 2 doubles.
can he find a way of...
Game shot on the second
beautiful
leg.
dart. Had to
Adam
change the
Hunt.
angle of entry and almost crutch thrown
70. Valentine required 107.
exclusively in the treble 20, and then you come down for 19s. But watch her do this and make me look silly.
Game
There you
shot on
go.
the fourth leg.
It's
Fallon
always right
Sherrill.
when they go in. Right, you'll stay there. No, he needs the ball, and it's an open target. Ooh.
90. Valentine
Maybe a little
required
bit
40.
quick.
Yeah, that was a bit of tension there, I think.
Game
No tension there for Fallon Sherrock.
Fallon Sherrock.
As she wins 4 legs to 1 with an 80.
65. Fallon, you require 3.
I think she's going to get another opportunity. This has to go.
Game show on the first leg.
It does
Fallon
go.
Sherrock.
Well, lost his card, but every now and again he'd have a
59.
little run and
Steve, you require
punch in
40.
some big averages.
Game show on the second leg. Steve West.
It's not at the quality.
$78.
Not only is
Stevie
it happening on
required
the
20.
trebles, it's been happening on the doubles
Yeah.
for her.
Game show on the third leg.
She's probably
Steve
happy
West.
not to go despite Steve West averaging 94.14 and hitting, yep, another 4 180s.
70.
Oh, we've just seen them both
Stevie
miss 2
required
darts
6.
each to win this leg. Steve's left himself that fateful 6.
Game show on the fourth leg.
Well, this is her final visit. I have to say it was a
56.
pleasure, Corin.
Stevie requires
Yes,
77.
this has been fun. First time we've had the opportunity to share the comms box. Hopefully not the last.
Game shot on
Certainly
the match.
won't be the last,
And
but that
week
is the
7
last
Motor
start
Super Series
of
champion.
the final, and
Steve
it is Steve West who prevails, beating Fallon Sherrock 4-1 in the final.
Good, considering I'm blind, I'm going to take that absolutely one of the best moments of my life at the minute.
As you say, you got the better Fallon 4 in the final. You mentioned the eye. You were struggling a little bit, the seam. Just describe a little bit from your perspective.
I scratched my eye with my coat collar at work about 4 weeks ago. I laid in bed for 4 days, couldn't see, couldn't open it. And then this morning I woke up and I jolted my eye. With I don't know what made me have my finger on my eye, but I woke up and I scratched it again. So it went back to pretty much not being able to see. I've been to the Specsavers across the road and they give me some drops and stuff and it seems to work. I'm still struggling, but it seems to have kept my eye open.
Was there a point now where you actually worried about whether you could actually play?
Yes, absolutely. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, I thought I was going home. I didn't think I'd be able to throw a dart because I couldn't keep my eye open.
Let's talk about the darts this week, because you played some excellent stuff. I mean, the maximum hitting this week from you has been absolutely exemplary. One of the best we've ever seen here.
Yeah, I'm probably... I mean, if you ask people that know me, that know how I play, that's probably the best part of my game. Doubles, I'm a bit shaky.
23 darts-wise.
I've put my life on hold for a little while, you know that. I've got a dodgy hip. I need a new one. It's supposed to last me 30 years. It's lasted 9.
Yeah.
So I put everything on hold, and to be able to come here and play this, because I was supposed to go in hospital in January and I've not heard anything. So to be able to do this in March, it's a massive thing for me.
So is this for you kind of be the basis of your darts, obviously with surgery and everything else that's going on?
Yeah, look, I'm still waiting, like I said. And when they tell me you're going in hospital, I know in 3 to 6 months I'm out, I'm done. But to be able to come and do this and obviously win it, and you know, it's probably a highlight of my year so far, and I'm going to take it.
And hey, Champions Week now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that I don't have my operation in Champions Week.
Well, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. One final thing for you tonight, Steve. It's that time of the week again where we present the cheque for £5,000. To do that, can you please welcome onto the stage the former World Championship runner-up, Corin Hammond, everyone.
Okay, well, thanks.
There he is, your champion for week 7 here at the Motor Super Series, Steve West. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to come around this side of you, Steve, here, because that is